Hi everyone, this is carrying on from the last video where we're examining this Alice Through the Looking Glass trailer. That just then represents the guillotines coming, meaning that chopping off of head that you just saw there.
This cannot be good. Wherever you go, I will find you.
Right, so here you can see the dragon coming after the woman, Alice. So all of this fire around her represents the fire that is in hell.
Wherever you go, I will.
She's wearing white for heaven. Now,
I will find you.
Basically, there's like chess here. And remember how Silas in Hollyoaks is obsessed with chess. He sees life as a chess game. It's just like the same thing with like Magneto and Professor X playing chess in X-Men.
Your time is up. Hold on, everyone. Oh no, not again.
Sorry.
And I guess that Humpty Dumpty character probably represents Donald Trump, because if he doesn't become president, then he falls from grace. And that's why Humpty Dumpty was falling down. Right, this plane right here represents the Malaysian air flights that went missing, but also the Egyptian air flights that went missing. Even it represents like the plane in 9/11 as well.
We gotta go now. We only have a 30-second window.
I don't know if this is such a good plan.
What's the matter? You afraid of heights?
Woo! This is awesome!
Is it coming in?
The reason that this is set in the sky is because like it's to do with going past the sky to get into heaven.
That fast?
Nice catch!
It's to do with like also in like the Dark Knight Rises, like the first scene in that was set in a plane in the sky. That represents the same thing.
What is that thing?
So it's always about New York City, like in the Avengers, in this Turtles movie, even in Independence Day, even in The Day After Tomorrow.
What is that thing?
Remember, there's a storm coming here. We've mentioned about the storm in previous videos. Like this is represented by Storm in X-Men, and when Catwoman says there's a storm coming, Mr. Wayne, in The Dark Knight Rises, this ship here, whatever it is, it's like a ferry or something. Well, basically that represents the ship of souls leaving to go into heaven, just like that ship on Alan Jack's Saturday Night Takeaway, the Britannia ship. This bridge right here represents the bridge between heaven and earth.
Commander Grant will have ultimate power. This will help us build an army. Dude!
So, of course, you have the aliens come in, and you also have like the Shredder representing Japan rising up and such, and then you have this purple here that represents Cadbury's.
The Mohawk. Good for you.
Oh, y'all got jokes, huh?
Like even one of these characters is a rhino representing like Rhino in Spider-Man.
Jokes, huh?
are these guys?
You want to go down swinging? These guys hit harder than anyone.
Gear up, guys. You betcha match turtles!
Now that guy, when he was on the gun, then it looked like some sort of tank, and he represents like the military, all of the militaries in the world's tanks.
No! Seriously?
Yep, that's my bad. I got a little carried away.
And then, of course, you have the water, and you have the beast. And this represents the beast coming out of the sea. That shark, same thing as Jules.
I don't know. That doesn't seem so tough. I was expecting mustache, maybe evil goatee or something.
The reason these Ultrons look like brains is because, like, the aliens are obsessed with mind control, like doing mind control on human brains. They're literally called Ultrons, these aliens, just like the same name as Ultron, that robot in Avengers. It's because like Ultron the robot and these Ultron aliens represent the same thing. Their leader is called Krang.
How you doing up there, Donnie?
Then, of course... Oh, hang on a second, guys. Sorry about that. You have Megan Fox, the woman of the Bible, with her brunette hair. And see how she even took off a blonde wig? Just like Lindsay on Hollyoaks had a blonde wig.
How you doing up there, Donnie? Here we go!
So that's that done and dusted with. Right. This mirror in this sky fibre thing represents this same mirror in Alice Through the Looking Glass. And this same mirror right here represents the same thing as Justin Timberlake mirrors and Michael Jackson Man in the Mirror. This guy is Lucifer. He's the man in the mirror. This right here represents Lucifer Telescope up on Grand Mountain. This white horse, just like Shadowfax in Lord of the Rings and Hedwig in Harry Potter. And even Daenerys' horse in Game of Thrones. I know Hedwig's an owl, but because he's white, just like Shadowfax, that's why it represents the same thing. Because they're still animals and they're still white. Even Hedwig is represented by this bird right here. And there's even a mirror here in the Grox video. And you see this thing here is that clown. This clown. We'll come back to Jill Valentine in a minute. You see this Death character. He was represented in Torchwood. And even by Silas in Hollyoaks. But he's also represented in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. And even in Family Guy. Like, even Roger, the alien in American Dad, he's basically a lazy waster. Just like the Revelation 911 beast from the bottomless pit is supposed to be a waster. Remember Wheels and the Legman in American Dad. It's just like the Wheels character is just like Will in Hollyoaks. Because they're both in wheelchairs. And anyway, so here are these pillars right here, and they represent the same pillars in this Freemason Royal Arch. This arch represents the door that we have to go through with Jesus Christ to get into heaven. And then, right, Jill Valentine, played by Sienna Guillory. I think that's how you say it. Well, anyway, she's really sexy. I mean, just look at her legs right here. I mean, but anyway, that's straying off the point because she is represented in one of the pictures that the Grox has shown in one of his videos. Well, I say one of his videos, more than one of his videos, like loads of his videos. I'm about to show Sienna Guillory, aka Jill Valentine, represented in one of the pictures that the Grox always shows. Here she is, right here. Can't you see how she looks like her? She represents the Lamb, or the woman of the Bible. Because this character's got brunette hair. Just like she's got brunette hair. Here's the wheels and the Legman thing I was talking about. Here's the wheelchair, and here's the glasses. Here's the wheelchair, and here's the glasses. He's got brown hair. He's got brown hair. Because these things aren't aimed at the same target audiences, people don't always notice. But because I watch both American Dad and Hollyoaks, that's why I notice. Like, even this explosion in the background represents nukes going off. See the ship for the Ship of Souls leaving for heaven again? This ship here represents that Britannia cruise in Ant and Dec Saturday Night Takeaway. The white for heaven, the red for Satan, and the blue for Jesus Christ. See that piano? It represents the piano in 50 Shades of Grey and the piano in Stoker. This window right here, it represents like the looking glass window. Even it looks a bit like Freemason checkerboard symbolism. This fish right here, Klaus, he represents those clownfish. These ones right here. And the clownfish represent this clown. This is just crazy, guys. It really is. Like, this Leanne character represents the woman of the Bible. She's wearing blue for Jesus and God and the light, and she's got blonde hair. Same with this Haley character, because she's got blonde hair. Even Patrick represents the same person as Will, because he was in a wheelchair when he was in Hollyoaks. Because it is possible for somebody who represents the same character to be in the same show. Texas, the woman of the Bible with her brunette hair. The woman of the Bible is looking down on Satan. She is trying to be free of him. But he is looking down on her here. So this Peter Mitchell guy, who was the head teacher, I mean, he's in a wheelchair as well. See how religious American Dad is? With a cross and everything. Roger represents the transgender agenda when he dresses up as women.